Guys, I've never met you before, but I've obviously read so much about you, and we read about the different personalities that make up Angelina Jolie, and it would seem that you've sort of become a different person compared to who you were a few years ago. Would you agree with that?
No. I've grown up.
Did you always picture yourself being a mother or not?
I never thought I'd be good enough to be a mom. I never
Why?
thought it. Because I think to dedicate your life to a child is you have to have nothing self-destructive about you anymore. You have to be that loving and that nurturing, and I didn't have the confidence in myself that I'd be really great as somebody's mother.
Is that because of the relationship that you had with your father, perhaps? That you weren't so confident that you could be the right parent?
No? No, because I had a great mom, and she was a single mom. So if anything, I think I felt I could. I just take it so seriously, and then and you never believe that you can be. Maybe it's all the things people say about you're crazy, you're nuts, you're tattooed, you're self-destructive, or whatever it is. It's not that you believe it. It's just that you haven't seen examples because you live in a world, we all do, where it seems that there's this person's this person and this person's this person, and in reality, we're all a bit of everything, and we can all be, and as wild and as crazy as I can be, and as bold, I'm also really silly and nurturing, and I love being a mom, and really silly and nurturing, and I love being a mom, and that is the same woman.
Well, what was it about that day, then, that you woke up and said, okay, I think I can do this, or I want to do this, I want to become a mother, I want to have a son?
It just felt right, and I honestly didn't know whether I'd be a good mom or not until he showed up, and I was terrified. And my first night with him, he came home, and I was in Africa shooting a movie, and I was in the middle of Namibia, and went to the airport, a nurse brought him, and then I was alone with this little baby in a room, and I had no idea what to do, and I was terrified. And
how do you know, though? I mean,
you don't.
I don't have
It's just, kids somehow tell you, and somehow it's in us to be, maybe that primal animal thing in us just kicks in, and we know how to nurture the baby, and it works.
How many kids would you like to have?
I had like a football team.
A football team of kids. Now, would these all be adopted?
Yeah.
A football team of kids.
Yeah.
All running around at the house.
Yeah. Because as an adoptive parent, I have the opportunity to do that, to pull in kids from all different cultures. And I just think it's such a wonderful thing to watch children learning about each other's races and religions and cultures. And that's just a dream to have that house.
There are lots of headlines out there about Angelina Jolie. Many quotes, many articles. I wonder when I read these things, what's true and what's false. So
I'm ready.
Can we clear the air? Are we ready?
On.
All right, we're going to set the record straight once and for all. There are lots of headlines out there about Angelina Jolie. Many quotes, many articles. I wonder when I read these things, what's true and what's false. So
I'm ready.
Can we clear the air? Are we ready?
On.
All right, we're going to set the record straight once and for all. Oh, this is so good. I would love to have a shaved head, 30 tattoos, a plane, 7 children, and 3 lovers.
Yeah, true.
It's an interesting combination.
The shaved head's more just, I don't like doing my hair, and I get hot, and I'd rather... It's
just easier.
That's what's a symbol of, I want to be free, physically free of any kind of, I don't want to be walking around with makeup and hairbrushes and running around.
But there's this glamorous image of you that people have when they see you on the red carpet or they see you at an event.
Yeah, and that's that side of, that's that very tiny side of my life that
is
is
that.
And, no, it can be fun to dress up and feel like a girl, and I'm not against any of that stuff. It's just not how I want to live every single day or how I feel most comfortable.
3 lovers. Why 3 lovers?
Seemed like a good number.
Seemed like a good number of lovers?
Yeah.
1 not enough, 4 too many. Round it off to 3.
It's just the idea of, I just want to be, and that's not, I've never had a one-night stand. I don't believe in unsafe sex. I'm not, I'm the most responsible when it comes to a certain kind of thing when I say that, lovers. Yeah. But I'd love to have great men that I know or women and be sexually free with them, but my focus is my children.
And is this a situation where it's somebody who's a friend at first and then becomes potentially a lover?
Yeah, the people I'm with now have been friends for years.
And then they cross the line, or you cross the line?
And we have an adult discussion about it and decide that it's okay.
Can the friendship exist well after something like that? Because that's always the trick, Angelina.
If you're both adults, and yes, it can actually work.
No problem. Meeting a man in a hotel room for a few hours, then going back and putting my son to bed, not seeing that man again for a few months is about all I can handle right now.
Yeah.
No phone calls, no messages.
I'm not the first woman to do this.
Why is everybody latching on to these things?
I don't know. I don't even know why it's shocking. It's really strange to me.
Maybe you're one of the first to be honest about it then.
Maybe. I don't think it's a bad thing, so I don't think it's something anybody needs to hide. I think it's it just shows you how our society freaks out about something like this. Maybe that's why people don't talk about it, but it's not,
It's not what?
It's not, there's nothing unusual, there's nothing shocking, there's nothing, it actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
And how about the role the media plays in your life, in your personal life, in your professional life? Is it frustrating to read the things that you read? Is it
I don't read those magazines. I don't watch those TV shows.
You haven't heard about some of the things that are being said?
Oh, I occasionally, my mom will call me and say, "You're not dating, honey." No, I'm not, Mom, don't worry.
What about, reports of you back with your first husband?
I'll always be close to my first husband. But we're not together. But we'll always be close. We're known each other 11 years now, and we grew up together.
How about a relationship with Jared Leto? Is that true or false? That's something that was in
But
the papers.
he's a lovely guy. We worked in Alexander. It's not true.
Colin Farrell?
No, but he's a great actor and great man.
Never romantically involved?
No.
Are you looking to fall in love again? Are you looking to have a man at the house, or no?
No. I mean, I think that's it. I just take that very, very seriously. And I can't be looking for that. That's I've been divorced twice, and I can't kind of assume that there's going to be this great, perfect guy that my son's going to fall in love with and consider a father, who's then going to go away. So I just don't have that luxury of kind of playing with that, and having a guy around my house and seeing what it's like, because I really have to consider my kid.
Well, thank you very much for hanging out.
Thank you very much.
I guess I'll box this up and take it home for dinner tonight. Good to see you. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you very much.